The brain is beautifully well made. At one point or another, it will stop, it will snap, and it will crack if you go too far. But there's a fine line right before that where the brain snaps and goes, whoa, this is not healthy. I need to regain my inner stillness. And by the way, this is something we make a big point about in the Wholistic Center, is finding your inner stillness. This is the most important thing you can ever do in life. Anything else is pretty much secondary in terms of importance. Find your inner stillness, because once you do that, then, well, you know what you like, what you don't like, and you can say, nah, not interested. Thank you, not my point of view. I'll think about it. We'll talk later. At that point, when the disciple has had enough, that click in the mind, this is when Dzogchen comes in. You know, the holy perfection, the short path. And this is when you kind of go, whoa, bingo. It all of a sudden, everything clicks in. Most disciples at that point look at their guru and say, thank you, and then just go away. And they themselves become guru. And since there's no way of explaining this, and I've done a really shoddy job here, there's no way to explain this but to say, wow, I've had enough. I'm checking out. Before you do the real crazy checking out and buy guns and kill everybody, which sadly, unfortunately happens in this lifetime, you have that perfect moment where you've had enough, where it's all of a sudden, okay, stop. And that's the sweet spot. That's the holistic center. That's the holistic being that does not embrace, does not reject, will look at things evenly from their personal centered foundation, which they find within that stillness of ours. So next time you look at these videos and it's all about fear, doom, and mongering the end of the world, and you know how you're manipulated and you're sinful and they're stealing your money and all that good stuff and everything, well, just go, whoa, hold on a second. Let's first of all reground ourselves, find our inner stillness, and then just ask yourself, first of all, do I need to watch this? Okay. So if I need to, go on, watch it. At one point, you will go, yeah, I've had enough. All of this is external stuff coming at me. I'm interested in finding out through my discovering my stillness, my inner stillness around the middle of this chaos. And then all of a sudden, things become very clear. It takes time. You know, it doesn't always happen like this. It can take a whole lifetime. But this is the difference between, and we've talked about yoga, the different yogas. We talked about the Tibetan Buddhism. There are two schools of thoughts on approaching that moment. You can go through lifetimes that can take millennia to get to that point where you go, I've had enough, you know, and now you're getting closer to Buddhahood. Or you can take the short path, and the short path is a little dangerous because you really almost snap, and right before you go crazy, you go, wow, oh my gosh, it makes perfect sense. This is what we're hoping you will find, and not go through any extremes or anything like that.